Mazda bongo radiator removal. First we move the two clips there and there, and this will take the air intake off. If anybody was wondered what this lever does, it operates a mechanism for wet weather storms, so the water doesn't gush into the air intake. That's where the fan is. Always make sure, have a look in there to see if it's dry and it's free spinning. My radiator is leaking from the seal here and here. Water is coming out. There is bolts here and here, but you can just untake and then the actual radiator will just pull out after we've taken all the hoses off. Underneath is the turbo intercooler induct. From underneath there is bolts situated here, and I've got one missing, and underneath bolts to be removed, so you can have access to the underneath bolts and the hoses of the radiator. I am removing the bolt for the air intake. We have moved the air intake for the intercooler, exposing the underside of the radiator, so we can remove certain pipes. And that main feeds there. I'm afraid that's your intercooler. It isn't a massive great thing, but it just keeps the air temperature down for your turbo. I have double back the pipes, as I said, and tie wrapped them. Stop the oil leaking. The oil shouldn't leak as it goes up. I have removed them both. There's not a great deal of oil what is lost, but it's worth rechecking once reapplied, and drove a little while on the automatic transmission gauge. At the offside of the vehicle there is a drain plug. As you can see there, we can attach a hose and bleed the system, but I won't be doing that. Looking at this system, I am going to leave the radiator fans on at the moment, as they will come out as one unit for the radiator. I will just be uncoupling the electrics down here and down towards here near the radiator cap. Majority of the clips are spring loaded clips, as shown here. Easiest way is some long nosed pliers like this, squeezing them together, and it's spring loaded, and you can just move them about with ease. I would like to point out that this pipe and this pipe here are for the automatic transmission, so they are full of oil for the oil to cool in the bottom part of the radiator. You shouldn't lose much oil as there goes up high. What I'm going to do is, when I take them out, I will be nipping them up, doubling back and nipping them up and tying them with a tie wrap. Then you can just pull hoses back like so. There is 2 bolts to remove there and there. What holds the pipe inlay with the side parallel with the radiator, and we will be removing this clip as well after. We now will be removing the top hoses and the electrical components now. I have now removed the hoses, there, and I have removed the electrical components for the fans. They are just easy, just to push in and they will release and you pull it out. Easy enough. What I am going to do now is undo these bolts here and here, and then fingers crossed it should lift out. Right, I have undone those 2 bolts there and there, and hopefully I should be able to just lift the radiator out. I have found I have to take the air intake off, as the coolant fans won't bypass the air intake. So that's just a simple job, a 10mm screw there, and that will be there. Voila, 1 radiator out. The electrical fan is still on. I'll just take them out after. Tools for the job. I have used a 10mm ratchet for all the bottom side of the bolts, and a 12mm here just for the top side, and just need a posi drive to get the air intake from the intercooler off, and that's all you need for extraction of radiator for the Mazda bongo of the Ford Freda. I will be posting this, and then I will be posting the reassembly of the radiator. And on one of my later projects I will be showing you how to couple up fuel heating system for biodiesel and vegetable oil runnings instead of just diesel. I will be replacing and rewiring the system.